eating alive. Fire for God, I'm steaming alive. Everybody feeling alive. Just the spirit breathing alive. Get your healing and come alive. God not dead, my youth, him alive. Visions and dreaming, come alive.
I gotta say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. You're tuned to Love 101 FM, the family station. You are inside Alive 1 to 5. It's a Testimony Tuesday, the 13th of September 2022. I am Sara-Ann Edwards Billard, Sara-Ann, the chirpy one, keeping you company today. And we're live on Facebook and we are also live on YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. Sign on, rock on, roll on, jump on, whatever you gotta do, just ensure that you are on the live. My friends on the WhatsApp live, good afternoon, 876-997-3125. You know what to do. You know you have to jump onto either Facebook or YouTube. That's where it's at. Gotta say good afternoon to my friends listening to us on the FM band at 101.1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. My friends are listening to us online at www.love101.org. Or if you're listening to us via the app that you have downloaded from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, a very good afternoon to you. Taxi drivers, bus drivers, conductors and conductresses, passengers, essential service workers, good afternoon. Everybody, good afternoon. You guys looking good. You guys looking real good. Now, before I start, yesterday was the 34th anniversary of Hurricane Gilbert. Yes, September 12, 1988. So yesterday was the 34th anniversary of Gilbert. Who experienced Gilbert? I did not. But who experienced Gilbert? Do you remember water came into the room and all of those things? You guys had to draw from rooms and all of those things. You remember? And the house that blew off. Anyway, let me go do the rundown and then we get highlights in the news. You'll be inspired today, informed, entertained, and engaged. In a moment, I'll bring you highlights of the news. 1:45 mental that mental exercise rollover edition. 2:00 prayer blast with Deacon Perry of the New Hope Assembly of God Church in Yala St. Thomas. 2:15 the evidence from Hinduism to Christianity. We refresh your spirit with the powerful, life-changing testimony of Vanny Marshall. 3:00 we go behind the pulpit with Jamaican-born Pastor Vanessa Pink of the Refuge United Church of God in St. Martin. 3:45 will bring you celebrations. At that time, you send me your birthdays and anniversary greetings. 4:00 the Small People Show will come your way. Then 4:55 we'll wrap it all up inside Alive 1 to 5 on this Testimony Tuesday. How you guys doing? Wanna good? Wanna feel good? All right, you guys are feeling good. Now it's time for highlights of news at this time. Schoolers glued to death. Porn violence, and that's from a study. Besides experimenting with Molly and other dangerous drugs, some high school students have now turned to a secret website where they're not only view bodies and see how persons are murdered, but have embarked on uploading pictures of dead people from crash sites locally. It has also been disclosed that some students have been recording themselves having sexual, or should I say coitus activities in the classrooms with their faces shown, as well as school fights. These videos are then uploaded to school WhatsApp groups. The trends, which were among other worrying social media behavior involving students, were highlighted in a recent risk assessment study conducted in 13 high schools by the National Council on Drug Abuse. So children are engaging in coitus activities and they are posting themselves, showing their faces because they're bare face, and they're uploading it to different sites, and I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. Now, findings of focus group session conducted with 160 8th to 10th graders in July, along with 20 guidance counselors. So they found a group or a finding a study, right? Findings of focus group sessions found that that's really happening. And I don't know what to say. I really don't know. I really don't know because in my days, you could never do certain things. You would never ever think about doing certain things in my days, because you get scolding from your teachers. And also, when you get home, your parents and other relatives would scold you. I don't know what's going on. So I really don't know. I don't know if they're engaging in adult activities. In other news, Caribbean tourism recovery gains momentum. Several Caribbean destinations are boasting a rebound from the COVID-19 hit, with projections to either surpass or break even with pre pandemic 2019 performances. Antigua and Barbuda, the Cayman Islands, Grenada, the Bahamas, Barbados, Dominica, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, Belize, and Turks and Caicos were among the countries expressing optimism during a State of the Industry press briefing yesterday at the Ritz Carlton Grand Cayman. So they have bounced back. Tourism up, no, and they have recovered. And that's good. Even Jamaica, especially. Jamaica especially. Now, other news, new wellness center to open in Jamaica, a new health facility to meet the particular need of chronically ill patients for personalized care, is soon to begin operations in Jamaica. Dr. Troy Bayer, Chief Executive Officer of Mindology Fitness, Amar Barnett, Chief Executive Officer of Prospective Research Innovations, and Elvira Guzman Barnett, Chief Executive Officer of LVG PR, have partnered to bring PRI Celestial Wellness to the island. Kingston, Jamaica native Amar Barnett says the facility aims to close a gap in the provision of healthcare locally. He says the center anticipates to serve over 1,500 annual medical tourists. On the news, Agriculture Ministry to conduct crop spraying pilot using drones. Okay, drones, I see you. So the Ministry of Agriculture will be conducting a crop spraying pilot in the New Pen and Yalex Extension areas of St. Thomas using drones this season. The initiative is a part of efforts to promote the use of diverse technologies in agriculture. The campaign is the ministry's strategic response to the threat to global food security. The objective is to ensure Jamaicans have access to sufficient quantities of affordable, nutritious, safe, and fresh local produce. And finally, from highlights from the news, Spanish Town Hospital gets 10,000 or 10 refurbished hemodialysis machines. So the Spanish Town Hospital in St. Catherine has received 10 refurbished hemodialysis machines valued at over $28 million from Florida based entity Renal Dynamics. Hemodialysis machines filter wastes, salts, and fluid from the blood when the kidneys are no longer healthy enough to adequately perform this function. This machine is one way to treat advanced kidney failure and can help persons carry on active lives. Senior medical officer at the hospital, Dr. Jacqueline Wright James, expressed gratitude for the machines, while Chief Executive Officer Jacqueline Ellis lauded Renal Dynamics on its generosity, noting that the donation will enable the hospital to see more patients. In addition, technical services manager and renal of or rather at Renal Dynamics, Chris Davenport, said the entity has had a long-standing connection with hospitals on the island. So that's good news for Spanish Town Hospital as they get some new equipment to, you know, aid in processes and all of those things that they need. Now it's time for me to go ahead and mark the register. So let's see. Remember, you have to comment on Facebook or YouTube so I know that you're here. And once you comment, I'll see your comment and you will be acknowledged. So let's go, let's go. First up, we have Diane Walters. Good afternoon, first in class. Freddie Bless, good afternoon. Joan Tomlinson, hey, what's up? I don't know how well Winsome Campbell, Ricardo Portias, Pamela Forbes, good afternoon. Angela Mass says hello. Marva Miller, good afternoon. Mary James, Angela Hackett, Marshall Lawrence, Denzel King, good afternoon. Chen Chen, official, Esther Anglin. Keisha Singh, good afternoon to you. Jacqueline McPherson Phillips, good afternoon. Ione Brown, Angela Hackett, Kathleen, how you say your last name, pardon? Bachon, I think. Anne Marie David saying good afternoon. Sharon Wiles or Wiles, right? Good afternoon. Greetings from Florida. Winifred Henry Williams, good afternoon. Justin Kevin, good afternoon. Doreen Bradshaw, Angela Walsh, Raymar Finn, Abba Young, Marvia Hall, Sonia Hamilton, Alice O'Hara Chisholm, good afternoon. Andrea Smith, Yvonne Scott, good afternoon. Marjorie Anderson, and let's see. Oh, so Chen Chen, you're young man. You didn't experience Gilbert. You're young. Antoinette Miller, good afternoon. You did. What was it like for you? The house that blew off, or was it all good for you? Just watching the rain and the things outside blowing. Eleni Taylor, good afternoon. Faye Jefferson Appleton, good afternoon. Marva Miller, you experienced Hurricane Gilbert when it came September 12, 1988. That's 34 years ago. That's good that you experienced it, that you're here. You can tell the story, you can tell the tale. Barbara Scott, good afternoon. Registered nurse Dended, were you in Jamaica when Hurricane Gilbert came? Thank you so much, Chen Chen. Sandra Cameron, good afternoon. Ophelia Clayton, good afternoon. Antoinette, what you say? I was making my big son, don't you know? Okay, moving on to that below. So that's okay. All right, Abby, good afternoon. Hi, Abby, good afternoon. I'm moving on now. Fiji was an Abbott. Oh my God. Jackie Willis, good afternoon. Or is this Wills? Good afternoon. Harvey Riley, good afternoon. Edna Skeen, Christine Dixon, Carlene Mendez. Chen Chen says, oh my gosh, I think she is responding to Antoinette's comment. Carol Miller, good afternoon. Korean Wills, good afternoon. Sandra May and Cherry English, David Williamson, Marshallie Bedford, Patricia Anderson, Tanisha Adamson, Barbara Gray, Judith Henry, Lorna Daly, Paulette Ricketts, Paulette Stevenson, Delroy Melvin, good afternoon to you. Marcia Thompson, I have to stop here. I can't do everything right now. Rupert Wilson, I see you. Orlando Anointed Upholstery, good afternoon. Jillian Brown Johnson, Sasha Boo Stewart, good afternoon. Marcia and everybody. Carlene Blake, Woods Time. I can't get everybody, but thank you guys so much for jumping on the live. We do this every weekday, Monday to Friday at 1 o'clock. We go live on Facebook and also on YouTube. So be a part of it, okay? Make it a date. Don't be late. Set your alarms and just put it on repeat. So it's time for the music. Without further ado,
It's Young. Sara-Ann is here. I have been waiting for so long. Welcome the chirpy one. Her presence electrifies everyone. My mother's listening too. She said she feels like she's 21. What? I know that's what she does to you. Such a great spirit, plays in the spirit too. So expect a miracle. Anything's possible. Now that Sarah's playing, ooh, you will be just fine. Your soul will feel so alive with whatever Sarah's playing. Ooh, yeah. Everybody have to know. Everybody needs to know. Yeah. Everybody has to know. Oh yeah. The one that will listen to is Sara-Ann on the radio. Tell a neighbor. Everybody needs to know. Tell your friend. Everybody has to know. Tell a brother. The one that will listen to is Sara-Ann. Everybody has to know. Everybody has to know. Tell your neighbor. Everybody has to know. Tell your friend. The one that will listen to is Sara-Ann. What else you gonna do? There is absolutely nothing else to do. Cause there's no one else can feel the difference. I can feel the spirit moving and I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy. Well, what do you know? Life can be difficult, but it's the chirpy one and you can be happy. Yeah, you can be happy. Oh yeah, yeah, no, you can be happy. Oh yeah, happy. The one that will listen to the sound.